Some say there's no such thing as a natural disaster. Some say natural disasters are real, relevant, and happening. Some are confused, and some just don't care. My name is Tania Brown, and naturally, I'm one that does care. I care about people and how weather is affecting them. Let's look at Hurricane Harvey, a very recent disaster and tropical storm making landfall on August 25th, 2017, in the city of Houston, Texas. The storm lasted as a whole from August 25th to August 29th, 2017, only to have intensified to a Category 4 tropical depression, affecting many lives through the course of the storm's path. Damage was definitely done, but the question is, was the disaster natural or was it not a natural disaster? According to an article, there's actually no such thing as a natural disaster by Kendra Pierre Louise. A natural disaster to her involves a great deal of human suffering because of the event itself, not the impact it has on people. But a disaster causing a great deal of suffering for people is a direct impact. Let's look at another article. According to Thomas Wells, in his article titled There's No Such Thing as a Natural Disaster Anymore, writes that natural disasters are inevitable and are caused entirely by forces outside human control, making them nonetheless natural. Kind of makes sense because as a society, we do play a huge role in creating major safety concerns and increasing our vulnerability to storms. Let's look at this flooding. There is nowhere for the excess water to go, so it just piles up in one spot. So, is Houston's infrastructure a cause to the human contributions of the severity of the storm? Hurricane Harvey resulted in flooding under bridges, making it harder and quite impossible for people to even escape or proceed in safety measures after the storm made landfall. Basically, you had to row your boat out of there. So, what is a natural disaster? Because, quite frankly, I would like to know. Is Hurricane Harvey truly a natural disaster? Taking into consideration all the victims who could do nothing but leave the area for the safety of their lives. I say Hurricane Harvey is both a natural disaster and a human catastrophe. Why? Because once a hurricane is on the go, there is nothing humans can do to stop it, making it out of our control. But the effects of the storm, like the extreme flooding, could have likely been avoided if precaution measures and infrastructure were better thought out. Concluding, we are still humans, and even better planning would not secure the safety of people coming into contact with a storm. The storm is naturally going to do and go where it pleases. Hurricane Harvey is an example of a disaster naturally occurring, causing loss of wildlife, loss of homes, and loss of property. And even though the flooding wasn't uniform, let's be real. Will it ever be? Hurricane Harvey is definitely a natural disaster. If it could have been avoided, trust me, I think we would have taken that route. So what some say doesn't matter. What do you say?